Hi, and welcome back to the channel. So, as you saw from the title of this video, I want to talk about something that came to me, I think I should say this morning. You ever wonder why the seemingly mean girls always get what they want? Well, this weekend I was in Seattle for a celebration with the Ugandan community, a huge Ugandan community. We went out there for about 3 days, and there was a discussion on Saturday. Was it Saturday? It was Sunday. So I think Saturday we gathered and there was a discussion on marriage. And we were talking about why marriages abroad are difficult or seemingly difficult. And I had like a lot of like recollections or like eye-opening moments in the discussion during that time. It was fun. We had like so many exchanges. And then this morning, I was speaking to my mom. Was this morning? No, last night I was speaking to my mom about my experience in Seattle, and something came to me. So, do you ever wonder why the girls that seem really mean and very outspoken always get what they want? But we label them mean just because they come off as really loud, mean, and selfish. And growing up as Africans, we're brought up as good girls. Well, at least in Uganda, we're brought up as good girls. We're molded to show up as good girls. We're good-hearted people, and we always put other people's feelings into consideration when we're making decisions. And I see that this is also the case here in this country with a lot of the darker skinned people. Not to come off as racist, but yeah. So I've written down some of the things that I think are the reasons why mean girls always get what they want. So for one, they are I sat down and wrote these things down. So for one, they're really loud about the things that they want. And sometimes it's quite literally loud. And uh, and other times when I say loud, I mean they're outspoken. Like they will speak up about what they want, as opposed to the good girls. When they think about something that they want, the first thing they think about is how it's going to affect the people around them. And like then you end up not really advocating for what you want because you're trying to put other people's feelings into consideration. Whereas the mean girl is going to come out and say exactly what she wants, right? And then they own their desires. For example, there are things that you really want, like romance in a marriage. You want to experience romance in a marriage, but you're afraid of being called names, or you're afraid of being called a wannabe, or like you're spoiled, or bad manners, as opposed to a woman that will come up and express to their partner that, you know what, I actually really want romance in the marriage. So how can we cultivate it? How can we make sure we get romance in this marriage? Because that would make me really happy. So own the desire that you have on your heart, because anything that you want, any desire that you want, has been put in your heart by God, the one that created you. For anything that you get that gut feeling. For women, we have a gift of a stronger intuition. So when your intuition says, like, your intuition will come to you like a gut feeling of something that you would like, something that would feel really good to you. So own your desires, know that you deserve it and you have the right to bring your desires to fruition. And then something else that in relation to the previous point is the seemingly mean girls are very unapologetic about the things that make them happy. Okay. So If romance is what's going to make her happy, she is going to be unapologetic about communicating and seeking it from her partner. And she'll not say, "Oh, I'm sorry, but this is what I want." She'll go ahead and mention to her partner exactly what she wants, exactly what she feels is going to make her happy. If, for example, if she needs help around the house or help with anything, honestly, she will come out and ask for what she wants. She'll come out and express herself regarding whatever it is that she wants. Because for you to be in your leveling up era, you need to be unapologetic about your communication. The first time you do this might come off as really difficult or like really uncomfortable, but on this journey to a happier you, you're going to learn to sit in the discomfort because there are so many things that you're going to do for the first time and they're going to be really, really uncomfortable. So I need you to get comfortable sitting in discomfort. For example, when someone gives you a compliment and you're the kind of person that's been so used to receiving a compliment and giving one back, it's going to be so uncomfortable for you to receive a compliment and not give one back, right? So you're going to sit in those few seconds of discomfort when you say thank you and not give a compliment back. Just sit in the discomfort and engulf in the feeling of the compliment that you just received. You realize that it actually feels good to receive a compliment. You know, it feels good to receive a compliment, receive it, and embrace the feeling of how good that makes you feel. All right. So the main goal is to please themselves. They will not do things that displease them. In most cases, a good girl will aim to please others. And most of the times, as she pleases others, she ends up displeasing herself. So, why mean girls always get what they want is they always aim to please themselves. When she wants something that's going to make her happy, she will go for it. After she's pleased, then she's kind of selfish in a way. And growing up, we have been made to feel like selfish is a bad thing, but actually, selfish is it's better for you to be selfish because when you're happy, because you've been selfish and you've aimed to please yourself, everyone around you is happy. Women, we have a gift. We have so many gifts, amongst which we have the gift of spreading love. We have the gift of spreading the good feelings to everyone around us. That's for all humanity, but mostly for us women because we're nurturing and giving. So when you are aiming to please yourself, every time you please yourself, you feel good. And every time you feel good, you spread the feeling to the people around you, to your children, to your partners, to your friends, to your family, to your colleagues. Like you walk in and your energy just spreads to everyone that's within your surroundings and beyond. And so they are open and they're so open to receiving and freely express their joy. I remember when I was growing up, I always, for whatever reason, I don't know why I did half the things that I did while I was growing up, but for whatever reason, I was so bad at receiving because I never really showed my appreciation. I never really expressed my appreciation because there was that part of me that thought, if someone thinks that they're doing so much for me, they will disrespect me. Or if I'm experiencing something for the first time, I can't show that it's my first time because then someone might make fun of me, right? So, but it's okay. Like when you're receiving something for the first time, embrace it and express exactly how you're feeling in your body. Like ignore everybody around you. Like, so for example, when a mean girl receives something, she will be over the moon happy about whatever she's received and express her joy outwardly. And there's such a thing as stored emotions in your body that is never a positive thing. So every time you receive something, and instead of expressing your joy outwardly, you hold on to it. And eventually, this turns out to it turns into something totally different because your body collects all these emotions that you haven't experienced, and they turn into something totally different and totally negative, even if the emotions were of joy, right? So let me make a note to remember to make a video about this, a video about stored emotions stored emotions that are not expressed, because they end up being dangerous for your life anyway. So mean girls express their joy outwardly. She's not afraid to jump up. She's not afraid to like scream in joy when she receives something that she really likes and she really wanted for a long time, right? They seem not to care about what others think. And this is because they know exactly who they are. So what you think, you become. When you look in the mirror in the morning, what you see in the mirror is what the rest of the world is going to see when you step outside of your door, right? So a mean girl, a seemingly, I hate the word that I'm using, but that girl, she walks out the door and she seems not to care what other people are thinking of her or of how she's walking, mainly because she knows exactly who she is. The world does not define her. She knows exactly who she thinks, who she is when she walks outside of the door. So what you think of her is your business. Remember, hurt people hurt people. So when someone comes to you and criticizes you, that's them criticizing themselves, but they don't know how to do it. So they come and criticize you instead. When someone is in pain, they want to drag everybody around them. They want to spread the pain. So you remember what I said about spreading joy and happiness? That also applies to spreading pain. How you're feeling, you're going to end up wanting to spread that feeling to the people around you. So this girl, when she walks out the door, she really won't pay attention to you or to whatever you want to say about her, because she knows exactly who she is. So let's normalize looking in the mirror and praising ourselves. When you wake up in the morning, stretch, pray, do your morning routine, do whatever you do in the morning, and dress up, get ready for the day, look in the mirror, and say some affirmations to yourself. I am beautiful. You are beautiful, right? You say it to yourself and then you repeat it back to yourself in the mirror. I am confident. You are confident. I am sexy. You are sexy. So, whatever you walk out of the door saying to yourself is exactly what everybody around you is going to feel and think of you, right? Okay, they're confident. Without a doubt, they are confident. They are confident in who they are. They're confident in who they want to be. They're confident in what they want. They're confident in how they want the world to treat them. So they treat themselves the same exact way that they want the world to treat them. So, yeah. And then they invest in themselves. Have you noticed that those girls, they seem to always be they seem to not be afraid to buy anything that they want, anything that they feel like is going to make them feel good. They won't be stingy about it, right? They will invest in themselves. If it's confidence that they're looking for, they will seek out a course, a mini course, a book, and they will invest in their confidence. They will invest in their leveling up. So there will be no leveling up for you. There will be no that woman era for you if you're not willing to invest in yourself. Invest in your, if you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. If you and investing in yourself doesn't always mean that you have to invest with money. Sometimes, yes, you do, but other times it means investing time into yourself, right? You have children, you are 100% focused on raising your children, and you think that that makes you a good mother. But then neglecting yourself makes you, I mean, I won't judge you, but neglecting yourself is not good for your children and it's not good for you either or your partner, right? So invest time in yourself, your self care. When you go to the bathroom to take a shower, don't rush it. What are you rushing for? Where you want other people to treat you like you're worthy, but you treat yourself like you're not worthy of your time. You're not worthy of your own time, but you want your partner to invest time in you, right? You want your partner to invest time in you. Start it, begin it. Let the trend of people investing time in you begin with you. When you go to the bathroom to take a shower, dedicate 30 minutes for yourself. I know that if you're a kind of person who spends 5 minutes in the shower, this might seem a lot, like this might seem too much for you, but when you go to the bathroom, set a timer for 30 minutes. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Take your time brushing your teeth. Don't rush. Invest in a tongue scraper. Take your time scraping all that gunk off your tongue for better breath. I'm not saying your breath stinks, but better breath. Take your time to wash your face. Take your time to scrub, to cleanse, to, you know, moisturize. Take your time to, what's it called? Dry brushing for smoother skin. When you take a shower and it's a day that you're going to scrub your body, you not only get to scrub your face, but you get to scrub your body as well. Invest in better shower clothes, exfoliating shower clothes. So your body is always exfoliated and smooth for you to feel good. When you're out of the shower, take time to moisturize your body. Like invest time in yourself. Uh, all right. So one last thing is they are authentically themselves. Like they're authentic. They will show up the exact same way in all kinds of environments. They might adjust their outfit depending on that environment, but they will always be themselves. If they are loud, they will stay loud. I'm not sending you out into the world to be loud if you're not. If they are soft spoken, they will stay soft spoken. So in the end, these girls have embraced their feminine energy for the most part. Feminine energy is the art of being. Just be. Because you remember at the beginning of a relationship, a man approaches you and they ask you out because of who you are, because of you. And then you get into the relationship and you start listening to these outside parties that tell you, do this to keep a man, do this to keep a man. And in the midst of doing all that, you lose yourself. You lose that girl that that man fell in love with in the beginning. You lose that girl. So focus on being you. Be you. There's no one else like you. There will never be another you. Just be. Be unapologetically you. If you love to dance, dance like nobody's watching. If you love to read a book, go to the park, sit down, read a book, enjoy nature. It doesn't take away from who you are. It doesn't lessen who you are because you're not doing what everybody else is doing. It's just be you, unapologetically you. And so this is all I had for today. I hope it's not too long, but I felt the need to share this because of whatever the discussions we were having during the Eid gathering and celebration of the Ugandan community. I realized that we are, most of us are good girls. because we want to stay married, because so we put in so much work to step outside of ourselves. And yet, in the beginning, when that man fell in love with you, he fell in love with you. He fell in love with you without all these outside whispers that are telling you to be something else. Just be you, do what makes you happy, be confident in who you are, speak up in your relationships, embrace your desires, be unapologetically you, be unapologetically happy, spread the joy. And that is all I had for today. Thank you for watching. Please like and comment and follow, subscribe if this is something that that if this made you happy, if this gave you some insight in living a happier life. Make some suggestions in the comments or some videos that you would like me to make, because sometimes I don't really know what to talk about, because unless like what I talk about mostly comes from like conversations I have or books I've read or videos I've watched. So ask me anything that you would like to have me talk about, and until next time, be happy.